Hello, welcome back. Welcome. Hello. Hi. Hey everyone. Hey, how's it going? So, I just streamed, so this one's gonna be a short stream. It's a short Sherlock stream. Um, and yeah, so this is a Sherlock Holmes meets the Cthulhu Mythos game. I don't know anything about it other than that, and that it's Frogware. I'm pretty sure it's Frogware. The people that did the Sinking City, which was a fun game. The combat was a little ass, but it was a fun game, interesting, a lot of Lovecraft. Um, but this one is supposed to be really good, and I'm excited for it. I've never played Sherlock game. I know they have other ones. They have like the Devil's Daughter, I think is one. Yeah. Also, I'm using this is my PlayStation, so my hands are gonna get confused because I've been playing only the Switch. Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened. Yeah, Frogware. I guess I just completed a campaign. Did the April check-in. Played any game. My PlayStation is loud right now. Uh, is the disk drive kicked up because the God of War disc is still in there? Butthole. We would like to sincerely thank all the backers who supported Sherlock Holmes The Awakened on Kickstarter. Helped us bring this game to life in such troubled times. Thanks to Lionel Reichert. They have a Kickstarter. I think it's right now. It might still be active. It might have ended, but they have one for Sinking City 2. So if you want to back that game, back that game. I didn't. I didn't have money for it. I would have. Also, this super cool looking art. Love it. Oh, I should reset my deaths. Oh, not forward. I held that for way longer than 2 seconds. Fire. Pretty sure it's 2 second hold for reset or for going back one. Okay. You start. There's no shame in asking for help. Press L1 to highlight interactions near you. Game was on sale, so I bought it. I think it was like $5. Chapter 1, Shadow over London. Play on the name of the story, The Shadow over Innsmouth, Baker Street. 1B Baker Street?
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that I am grateful.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here, on the table.
Let us see what the postman brought today.
Welcome to the game. Use L to move around, X to interact with objects. L1 to see interactables.
This mess is getting out of hand. What will the landlady think? Most of us put our thoughts to paper, not to walls, Mr. Holmes. Your mail is on the table, Holmes. Your mail is on the table, Holmes. Your mail is on the table, Holmes.
Directional. Visit Barnes Bookshop.
Your order from Barnes Bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
Or I grab. Vogel?
Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming.
Named Werner Vogel. London Advertiser, September 28th, 1882. Tensions between England and Sweden are running high after a series of unfortunate mishaps during a recent visit to London by Swedish Princess Hildur. Chief among the scandals was the embarrassment of the British diplomatic corps as a result of the unexplained disappearance of Princess Hildur's personal bodyguard. The longtime member of her inner circle took the opportunity to explore London while off duty and never returned from his late-night promenade. Spokesman for the police assured the advertiser that they are confident the bodyguard will be located, as is a striking representative of the Scandinavian people. A man like that gets noticed, whether by his peers at a gentleman's club or the fair nightingales who comfort them.
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting. I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
But I want to explore this room more.
I'm close, I know it. I just need one more piece to crack the case. I'm close, I know it.
Okay, so this menu looks... Oh, that's a cool map. Menu looks... There. Oh. Customizable. You wear black slacks with accentuating off-white pins. Bibs, whoa. Thing goes according to... These are cool. Looks like it would suit you. The traditional Sherlock Holmes deerstalker. Oh, it says fezzes are cool. I didn't see that. That's a Doctor Who reference. Okay. Detective Drip. Thank you. Welcome in, by the way. I see immediately after I stopped playing Zelda, you're like, oh, yep, not playing Zelda. I'm gonna go no hat because I don't want him to wear deerstalker and all the other ones look goofy. These glasses. Do I make him mustachioed? These are all terrible. Oh, this one's okay. He's got his little porn stash. I'm gonna go stashless though. He looks beaten up. This one looks okay. It looks a little murdery though. Giving Gomez Adams, yeah, it's for sure. Or you ever watch Spy Kids? When Gregorio puts on his little mustache before going on a mission. It's kind of what it's like. Ingrid and Gregorio. Aha. See, yes. So I wanted
One piece to crack the case.
Nope, that's not correct. there like a options menu here? Any? Ah. Audio. Audio is weird and kind of echoey. Maybe it's just because of this room.
The dustbin is yours for the digging, Mr. Holmes.
The dustbin is yours for the digging, Mr. Holmes. So I don't know if this game is horror.
Don't look at me. If you want the
Excited to
newspaper,
find
you'll
out,
have
though.
to get your hands dirty.
I think Sherlock is rainy today. Why not dress in something more appropriate for the weather? Open the casebook. Need to put on a hat. I think Sherlock Holmes is used to getting his hands dirty. Because he's a junkie. That's not just a Sherlock show thing. An opium junkie, I think, traditionally.
If you come across one of my drafts, please
They're
leave it
locked
in
and
the bin.
loaded. That's such a good. Maybe I'll say, maybe that'll be my my stream name next tomorrow. Okay, back to lurking. 221B Baker Street. That's right. Chopstick.
A cactus spine. If it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool.
Perfect stream name. I'm gonna have to write it down. Let me take a note. There. I get auto-corrected, but oh well. Not
A cactus
Ah,
spine.
bad.
If it gets in your...
Ooh.
You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness.
It is still echoey. Old R2 to
Get the Strand! Get your copy of the Strand here! Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
Blast. Then why are you still here?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
happened to my newspaper. What were today's headlines? Why is this one yellow?
You're a bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson,
Cool, now I can take the day off.
Oh, blimey.
can you describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive. Hence the appeal of disguises.
What did he do to
Did
the
you see
paper?
what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise. And all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
Which way did he go?
Not sure. I
Where
was
did he
distracted
go?
by customers. Sorry.
All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears. If you have more shillings.
I had to Google why it's like if it's
Get the
normally
Strand!
echoey.
Get your copy of the Strand here! Get the Strand! Get your copy of the Strand here!
I can do that for money.
Get
You've
the
got
Strand!
new questions
Get
in your
copy
mind
of the
palace.
Strand here!
Mind palace. Mine for Newsboy's testimony. The young newspaper seller didn't see it much. He noticed a suspicious man approaching the house and then heard a loud noise. He said the man was kneeling at our doorstep afterward, but the newsboy lost sight of him due to his customers. Apparently, the man was carrying a stack of books. Missing copy of the Strand was in the bin with a cactus spine stuck into in a sheet. Such spines are very tricky to remove once embedded in the skin, making it a perfect assassination tool if dosed with poison. The rest of the newspaper is damp and dirtied with potting soil. Watson brought the morning's post, but the Strand is missing. He disposed of it before entering the building because the pages were soiled. There is still a chance it might be found in the dustbin. The newspaper is indeed in the bin. Among our morning deliveries is a book for Watson. It was from Mr. Barnes, the bookseller, who prefers to do deliveries himself. Attached to the book is Barnes' business card, which includes an address to a store just around the corner. I already read that. Who ruined the Strand? Cactus spine potentially poison. Book for Barnes, from Barnes. Newsboy's testimony. I'm supposed to... Okay, it didn't tell me what I'm supposed to be doing here. Oh, Strand is missing. Book from Barnes because there was the loud bang. Barnes, local bookseller. Okay. Mr. Barnes is involved in the scheme. The newsboy said a suspicious man is carrying a stack of books. This morning, Mr. Barnes, the local bookseller, delivered a novel for Dr. Watson. Cactus spine for assassination, a loud bang. A visit to Mr. Barnes is in order. See.
Come now, Mr. Holmes. Murder? Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he
Can
also
pin
has
evidence
his
for
spook.
quick access to...
Not every
Facebook.
pawn knows it's part
I
of
don't
a
know how to
game.
do that. Oh, it wants me to pin it. Did. Oh, a little cummy splat. Yeah.
Copy of the Strand here.
Try to find the bookshop. Oh, that's for spooky detective mode. That it's around the corner. Go away. Yeah, what? Stenwick's Manor. Yeah, when I pinned it, it got like a goopy, cummy look to it.
Could you help me?
I wish I could help you, but I don't know.
Give me a copy of the Strand, please. Please. Possible. Oh, horse. Why were you on the ground? Good? Good horse?
Help me, please.
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Can't or won't?
Can I ask you a question?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
I'm trying to make friends. Jeez. Where, oh, where is this little bookshop? fire? Oh. What?
Do you even have enemies that would want to kill you? Okay, perhaps from Cordona.
Where, oh, where could it be? Hey guys, look. Thing. Gotta love alchemy. Let me pet puppy.
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy?
Pet him. Pet the puppy.
So, Barnes has
How
a dog
about that
now.
Vogel fellow?
Who's a
He
good boy?
seems rather obsessed with you. Would he
Doesn't let me
do
pet the
something
puppy.
like this? Why go through all this scheming to murder you? A spine stuck to the newspaper is hardly lethal. A ruined newspaper is hardly the end of the world. We can always buy another. A ruined newspaper is hardly the end of the world. We can always buy another.
Art.
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
That's real Lovecraftian looking. Fund the game now. Yeah, they don't let you pet the puppy. Observe. Just look at him. 0 5 stars, no puppy petting. Look at this man's face. Bags under the eyes. Effective overwork. Look at his nipples. Look at his nipples. Dirty hands. Is it potting soil? Newspaper ink? I bet it's potting soil. Astute observation there. Ease his hairline. Come on, game. Do it. Aw, he's got yellow knees, apparently. Leans heavily on his right leg. Sore left leg? Hey, yo. Holmes, what are you doing, bud? High heels. Wants to look taller. Mr. Barnes has developed a limp and has large bags under his eyes, the result of long hours of intense work. He is not very confident and tries to appear taller by wearing high heels. It seems unlikely that such a person would be involved in a murder plot, even if the ink on his hand suggests he is the one who soiled the newspaper. Nevertheless, Mr. Barnes could still be a pawn in a bigger plan without his knowledge. I'm looking respectfully. I think he's being blackmailed. Mr. Barnes is being threatened by someone who might be involved in a plot against me.
Mr. Barnes, a word.
Mr. Barnes?
Oh, for goodness sake.
Ran away.
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes, now will you please?
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you come in.
Sure, bud.
Would you care to answer some questions for me?
Well, I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
I don't have any Sherlock Holmes
Deep
books.
in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor.
Oh, one to highlight.
Let's find a way to
Active
coax him out.
environment. Okay. A ladder. Aha.
The ladder
Broken
is
ladder.
broken, recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
I keep hitting L1 to adjust the camera, which I don't need to do.
Barnes has always been a little odd, but this is uncharacteristic even for him.
Oh, it's so
We're looking for a cactus needle in a haystack.
like this to be a little bit more
A
whippy.
spine in a book stack? No, come on, Watson, think. I like bookshops. One of the few spots in London where you are shunned for making a racket. Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight? Didn't you once tell me that answers usually
again.
lie in plain sight?
That's right there. But I want to explore more first. Another thing. Okay. Me. Setting. Gameplay. Can't adjust speed. Bonus. Bonus! Oh, these are like unlockables. You get points and you can unlock them. That's cool. Esoteric. It's the power of love. Power of love, blood, and mandrake. Stack of books.
An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible.
They're dead and wilted.
In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is.
Anyone curious, Mycroft is Sherlock's brother. Mystery of Edwin, say Drood. Here.
The finest view London has to offer.
A lady. These books. The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. What a racist.
Basics of
Cryptography.
cryptography. Cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
Exotic Plants Catalog. Everlasting Plants for Everlasting Love. A catalog of exotic plants on Barnes' counter. The name of the catalog reads Everlasting Plants for an Everlasting Love. Vance is in love with the lady across the way, maybe?
Apologies, but I can't hear you. Please come back later.
Hey! Talk to her.
The weather is dreary, isn't it? To be fair, my flowers could use the rainfall.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine
Cactus.
so. I merely sell them.
Ah, where is the missing...
Familiar spine? Is this what I found in my dustbin?
Love me a good cactus. Oh, it's
Of course,
broken.
it's damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something.
That what the bang was?
Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
He had the cactus. He dropped it on the newspaper when he was delivering the book. That's why there was potting soil. Eye is itchy. Oh. Wearing makeup. For beauty or concealment? Could be both. Distant look. Avoids eye contact. Or distracted. Or autistic. Mourning brooch. Honoring deceased husband. Luxury fabric. Usual for work attire. Where else? Literally typing autistic. I don't typically avoid eye contact, I don't think. But it does make me a bit uncomfy. Clean boots. And shoes upon arrival. Mrs. Fleming wears a mourning brooch. Memory of her late husband. Her dress is made of expensive fabric that is not suitable for work. Her shoes have no traces of mud. She must have changed them when she arrived. Eyes constantly dart around the street, seemingly in search for something. Perhaps she's waiting for someone. While Mrs. Fleming cherishes the memory of her departed husband, she is trying to move on, as suggested by her makeup and nice outfit. Perhaps she is dressed to attract someone's attention, or simply because she has learned to love herself again. Probably make too much eye contact. Apparently it's also autistic to do. Yeah. I think she's ready to move on. Not correct amount of eye contact is.
Mrs. Fleming,
No.
you look particularly lovely today. Is there a reason?
Does a woman
Much too
need
little.
a reason to look or feel beautiful?
No, but your distant look suggests you seek one man's gaze in particular.
Who told you that?
Nobody. Merely a keen eye and some simple deduction.
Well, I'll
Simple
kindly
deduction.
ask you to keep your keen eye to yourself, Mr. Holmes.
Provide evidence. What am I trying to prove right now?
Are you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes. No, not really. Well, in a way.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course, but we haven't shared much more than a look.
Uh-huh.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog, and most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy, so we see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached, but since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face.
You.
Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller. I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
It could be the spine, because
Are you sure you're asking the right person?
Uh.
I'm just a flower seller.
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do
They're
they
dead, though.
mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right.
because thingy. That's what.
I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
Kind of cool that you can just keep picking.
Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
One of these things is not like the other.
Come again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
Aha. Somebody put the cactus here. Hey, puppy. Oh. Why would you dock his ears? Bad. Not the dog. Person.
Hello there. What's your name?
Lily, I know, not very original. I should have worn something warmer. People don't tend to come out for flowers when it rains. Perhaps I should try selling door to door. Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite unless you touch their thorns. Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite unless you touch their thorns.
Here. Oh, hello, sir. Not here.
Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
I get rid of that thing being posted there. Ah. Why is Barnes acting so strangely? Success. Almost. Blue. Dead flowers on display. Mrs. Fleming on Barnes. Cactus in a cracked pot. Barnes displays a bouquet of dead flowers to attract the attention of Mrs. Fleming, a florist. You may hope she will come to a shop to give him watering advice, or it could simply be a symbol of his desperation. Barnes anonymously gifted her a cactus, which he ordered from a catalog on his counter. Questionable choice, but for Barnes, a symbol of his eternal love, since the catalog presents these cacti as immortal. Plainly, this is the same cactus dropped on the Strand outside 221 Baker Street. 221B Baker Street. Now, to hear the full story. Yeah, he didn't try to kill me, he's just, you know, awkward. Awkward! Did the thing automatically unpin?
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
Mr. Barnes?
Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear
May
taller
enchant the
and
woman
more
by
desirable.
gifting her a cactus.
You are her
it's not
secret
incorrect.
admirer.
My paper was
I
ruined.
couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because
Ladies
it was
love a
covered in
cactus.
soil and spines. I
Or
know you dropped a
succulents.
cactus on it and then fled.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured, we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
It would work on me, yeah?
All right, then.
Alright then. I used to have
So, you know
couple
what happened
succulents,
then?
but like
I was on my way
previous
back
cat
from the
tried
post
to kill
office,
them.
having picked up the cactus and some books.
Kept ripping onto the
It was
soil.
quite an awkward package, heavy too. And when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus and your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive. Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Wow.
Oh, it's true. I am
Bullying.
useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
Know what to do.
As in most things in life, truth is the answer. Cease with the abstruse signals and anonymous gifts, and simply talk to the woman. What is the worst that can happen? She rejects you, and you are freed from this endless purgatory.
That... Yes, you are correct, of course. I do have a slight tendency to overthink things.
You and Sherlock
So
both.
at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of The Strand here all along?
Well, naturally. I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
So
Every
you ought to be
magazine.
familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and
Yes, okay.
All right, so
Just
there's
give
going to
me
be a
the paper.
Necronomicon. Saltpeter explosion rocks docks. Locals at Port of London had a rude awakening last night with a loud bang and thick red smoke disturbing the peace. Merchant ship Moskva had docked at Pier N3 early evening en route to Europe when it was rocked by several concussive explosions. Port Authority is yet to comment on the incident, and it is unknown if any crew members were on board at the time. Eyewitnesses report seeing saltpeter leaking into the river, but with the area still off limits to workers and public, it may be some time before we have full account of what transpired.
Come, Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Investigation
Farewell, Mr.
seemed
Barnes.
complete.
I hope to hear good news
My now
about
BF
Mrs.
gifted
Fleming.
me a succulent before we started dating. Now that I think about it, Lamau. Damn, roasted. Yeah, I think succulents in general are a good gift. Because, I mean, people love plants, and succulents are a good plant to give someone because they're hard to kill. Unless you have a cat that will bite into them and rip them out of the pot and just throw them on the floor. Then they're easy to kill.
let me know if there's any way I can make it up to you. Tell you what, tomorrow's edition of The Strand is on me.
How do I unpin? Oh. Success. I unpinned.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No? Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition. And that perhaps, if ill-applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it
Good
seems.
point.
Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared. I said I knew just the man to help. What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story to launch my writing career. But...
It's brilliant. Let's go.
Oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come.
Stop telling me to come. What am I gonna say? Oh, there is an actual story, like, where it's like a Sherlock Holmes story meets a Lovecraft story. It is called... something in emerald. What is it called? A Study in Emerald. I have it. Unfortunately, it's by Neil Gaiman, formerly one of my favorite authors, but sure. I have not read it though. Other things to investigate when I'm just out and about? S.E. Paget Barbershop. Can't pet the cat. Oh, worst game ever. Dolphins. Refund immediately. It was so on sale though. It cost me like $4 or $5. 0 out of 5. No puppy petting, no cat petting. Why are we here? Out of ads. Ah. But that man just shanked the air. Haunting artwork. Love it. I guess I should in where I'm supposed to go. Going to Stenwick's mansion. Captain Stenwick has a large mansion nearby. It is located on the same street as Barnes Bookshop. Makes me think of that one robot from Futurama that's always stabby. I don't remember what his name is. Stand back, Red. I gotta practice stabbing. Roberto. His name is Roberto. A good name. Bending Rodriguez. Same street as the bookseller. Gonna haunt my nightmares. Barnes' bookshop. Barnes' bookshop. So that means it could be on this street. Oh, it is down. It's down here. Gaslight me? Actually, look at that. I think they're trying to gaslight me. This place, right?
Not much further now.
Not much further now.
Is
Constable?
this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
Oh, right.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here,
yeah,
my
ACAB.
missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant
Get him.
Ruffles. It's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Why won't you investigate?
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick.
Other missing
Have
people?
there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony. Then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
Fire away, fire away. When did Miha vanish? Is that how they said his name?
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings
Kimmy
me the
here.
morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
Escaped.
Tell me about Kimahir.
He's foreign. A Maori. All
Okay.
the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen, and as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
Where does
May
he
I
live?
see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
I take it this is the first time Kimahir has vanished?
Undoubtedly.
Ow.
The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
Is there any reason Kimahir may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
Cabbage.
Did Kimahir make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No, no. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started.
So
We
he
shall
gets-
first take a look around the mansion.
Gets
Go ahead.
paid, but
I'll be here.
he doesn't
mentally
have
drafting my
access to his
complaint.
money. That's just slavery with more steps.
Why are you still here? If you find my man, I have a marvelous whiskey with your name on it. This dreary rain is making a miserable day even worse.
Must be a Scotch whiskey.
Are you
There was no
stupid,
E there.
Mr. Holmes? Stop loitering and go and do your job. Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes? Stop loitering. and go
Never
and do your
once
job.
have I been stupid. Gazebo. Pigeon. See? Not stupid. I know what a pigeon looks like. This statue is missing a head. Would a stupid person notice that? Hmm?
Chewing tobacco.
So it's not letting me look at that? Like inspect it? Inspector Gadget.
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots.
Also not letting me, like, rotate more. Let me look at the madness. So it vibrates when I go on to something that I should investigate, but doing it for this one, which I already investigated, and the shoe print, which I already investigated, not this thing. Thank you for the bits. Appreciate that. I always love it. Where does Kimihia's trail lead? That. Rah, 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 ah, ah. Roma, Roma, ma. One thing is correct. So is there like a leveling system in this? No. Oh, what a lovely shack. Concentration helps you pick up smaller details in the world around you. When you see a wavy green circle, press R1 to observe the object more closely. Don't forget to pin the relevant evidence. Some clues won't be visible without it. Oh, wait, is that why it's here? It's because... Oh, okay, so parallel
left these tracks.
I see.
They seem fresh.
So the proper evidence isn't pinned. What evidence needs to be pinned for that? No? That. Knee print. ID?
Looks like a knee print. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Enough clues, Sherlock can use imagination to reconstruct the past. Press R1 to see imagination nodes. Interact with nodes to begin, then recreate the accurate version of events. Okay, so this is in Sinking City. This investigation thing. But I need more of them, so there will be one here, right? No? Oh. Parallel tracks. Grass does not grow here. Often used? Pile of logs? Fallen?
Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden.
And took it elsewhere. Oh shit, what? Super green Batman mode.
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
Ah, he gets a straw mat on the floor. Comfy.
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed? You think you know someone?
Fucking drag him.
Do you think Kimmy here had an accomplice in his escape? Yes, Stenwick is no angel, but he's one of my few clients. Please, try to remain courteous. This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Is there a bone in the...
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Mutton chops. The remains of a meal.
Ah.
The ashes are long since cold.
Is that a potato? Oh, it's some sort of rock.
A heavy chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
Oh, start tweaking. Oh, okay, so I have to... There are fresh parallel tracks in the garden. The logs near the shack are in shambles, as if someone had dropped them. There are similar tracks near Kimihia's shack. Garden cart was usually kept under the rain cover. That good shit. What is this? What are we looking at? Some sort of
A scrap of Hesse.
thing?
These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
Okay. Is wheat? Wheat flour?
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
More specifically, their face. Chubble? All these weapons and no one got stabbed. Oh, okay. I hovered over that immediately, but...
A small navy spyglass.
Aha. Small navy spyglass.
Is this a Tanifa, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Either way, it's giving me chills.
Oops. Oop. This... Is this Scrimshaw? Guys, Scrimshaw's illegal.
A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called.
Scrimshaw, by the way, is illegal now because it's carved into, like, ivory. Carved into ivory. Ah,
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
somebody plugged the chimney. There's a lot of evidence out here.
This
Back
lock is
gate is
quite
locked.
unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Broken cart. Fountain. Nothing out there that I can see. Alright. Still one missing. There's a fight. I suppose, are there any more in here that I didn't see? In Super Green Batman mode? Ooh.
This disappearance is intriguing, though. I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Are there any more to see? That.
This disappearance is intriguing, though. I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Oh, okay. I'm moving out of the investigation area. Person is hiding here. Pushing a cart. Light. Dinner. Opium. I don't know how I'm supposed to complete this. Gotta be something I'm still missing. Why that the last, like the fifth little butthole's not lit up. Lit up.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
No air coming through it.
That's the last thing I needed.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Can I talk to the dude to learn anything?
I will not be long, Captain.
Provide evidence.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden. Where on earth are you going with this? I thought you were meant to be intelligent. Where on earth are you going with this?
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the
Bully
shack.
him.
Are they Kimahir's?
Yes, I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
I bet you did.
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimahir's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it. Are you joking? Why would I know this?
Do you happen to know Kimahir's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest. But I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
Has Kimahir ever indulged in tobacco?
No. The man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimihia's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco.
Okay. So okay, so changes. We know this is not Kimihia because it's not a barefoot footprint. That's what I'm going with there. Whoever fell the other direction, though, did they? The face print. Okay. Gonna go play Repo. Alright, have fun. So it looks like somebody maybe drugged him. They put the opiate ball in and then plugged the thing so that it would drug him. Then he got knocked out and he got dragged out. He was out here, passed out, the person fell over. They come out here, put him in a wheelbarrow. Come out because he had the keys. Yeah? Alright. Buy glass. And oh, okay. So another foreigner getting disappeared. Oh, okay, but it can't be because it has to be one of the blue things. or a size 11 boots. Certain things will only show up if I have the right thing pinned, it said. Ah. I see.
Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth. Kimahir inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
Does make sense.
Remarkable. It makes total sense. Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
Sprinty, sprinty, sprinty. Wish his sprint was a little bit sprintier. Wait. How is it relocked then?
You'd best have found something by now, gentlemen.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimahir. Likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimahir was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly.
Brazier?
In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know? Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Every second you
Incredible.
dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego, is another second wasted.
Then let me through the
I'm
back
not
gate.
interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy,
L4 PTP.
and go and fetch my servant.
Truly, there is no better evidence of a man's nature than the way he treats those who help him. And you, sir, are a brute. The cruelty of your ignorance about the Maori people, your selfish attitude to a man's kidnapping.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime,
you.
please teach your companion the art of brevity.
Fuck you.
Yes, Stenwick is no angel, but he's one of my few clients. Please, try to remain courteous.
Spyglass. chewing tobacco. Okay. Okay. I don't have the evidence I need for this one. I think. Yeah, didn't think so. Okay. A lock with an unusual keyhole. I don't remember what these are called. Get out of my way! Just investigate. Is that a watermelon? Whole ass watermelon? Let a watermelon go to waste? I wish that things would unpin automatically. By following flow.
Can I ask you a question?
I have no idea. I'm sorry.
Excuse me, just one question.
I wish I could help you, but I don't know.
Are you able to help me?
It's a shame, but I can't help you.
What happened here? If I had access to the back area the entire time? Okay, so there is a trail that I'm supposed to be following here. Gotcha. Is it more visible when I'm like this? Or is not? This way. Don't see any more track. Oh, maybe ask this guy that's sweeping.
Excuse me, just one question.
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Ah.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
Could you help me?
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
Arthur? Yeah.
Impressive stature, strong gaze. I think this man deserves a knighthood.
Really,
And he
Holmes?
got one.
How can you be so sure?
On rare occasions, Watson, it can suffice to trust one's gut.
Arthur Conan Doyle is the guy that wrote the Sherlock Holmes books.
May I ask you something?
It's a shame I can't answer your question.
Dude is just pissing. That one went that way. Feels like a loop. I'm about to go back to the... That must be for that part. There's Dookie.
A large pile of horse droppings.
Moderate pile.
Many cigarette butts. Someone stood here for hours. There was a cab waiting here. Our abductor slipped in and then off into the night.
Anything new?
May I ask you something?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Okay. Guessing green means the investigation there is done.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm really sorry, but I can't help you. Try asking someone else.
Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes? Stop loitering and go and do your job.
Came this way. There was a cab. How am I supposed to follow this trail of evidence? Okay, so we got this. Double trail. Double trail. Guess that's probably how. Guess it's a double. Then so are these ones.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
Do you know anything about this?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
May I ask you something?
It is a shame I can't answer your question.
Suppose I could try this again? Guess not.
May I ask you something?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Don't want to get help.
Excuse me, just one question.
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Are you able to help me?
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
May I ask you something?
I can't help you with this.
May I ask you something?
I can't help you with that, sir.
No one can, apparently. Oh, how did I miss this?
Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create a bosun's chair. Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimahia's cart, I gather.
Ah. Roy Soulsby.
Roy Soulsby. Could that be the name of our man? A strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the color and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor?
Nut.
Well, it's odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say saltpeter.
Then we're in agreement. Well done.
Oh, okay. Um. How are these all wrong? He's a sailor. Sailor knot, a spyglass, and the footprints of a working man's boot. They all add up to one conclusion: Mihia's abductor is a sailor. Understood. All evidence points to the Port of London. We know now that Kimihia's kidnapper is most likely a sailor, that his wallet bears saltpeter residue, and that there was recent saltpeter accident in the Port of London. Everything suggests that that to find Kimihia, we must head to the Port of London. There's no time to lose. It is vital that we find a cab to the Port of London immediately. Oh, does it unpin? Oh.
The strand proved not so useless after all. The saltpeter accident. Doctor, do you recall?
The Port of London, of course. The footwear, the spyglass.
Indeed. We shall need to take a cab there.
A cab. A cab? I'm pretty sure I've done everything here.
The Port of London, please. I will show you where to stop.
Hell in a handcart. The Blood Red Knight. Port of London.
Mr. Holmes, what a compelling mystery we have stumbled upon. Perhaps I have the premise of my next novel.
Perhaps.
One kidnapping does not a story make.
Stop! A black cat crossed before us. It's a bad omen.
Did not take you for
Vicious?
the superstitious type, Doctor. Such things are mere fantasies, tricks of a feeble mind. One imagines a physician would keep a surer footing in reality.
Perhaps. Before the war, my time abroad was difficult. Once, I came across an Afghan, bleeding, who I could not save. He pressed a rosary into my hand. A gift, he said, so as to gain God's favor. After that...
Dr. Watson?
Yes, well, I shan't get into details, but sometime later I found myself lost in the desert. Dehydration set in, and things grew ever more dire. The man's words came to me. I said a prayer and placed the rosary on a rock. A gift to gain God's favor.
And you were rescued.
Yes. A detachment of British soldiers found me.
To whom I'm grateful. Without their diligence, you would not be standing here and I would not have this case.
I'm sure you have another explanation prepared, Mr. Holmes, but I think I shall cling to the occasional superstition all the same.
To each his own, Dr. Watson. So long as it does not interfere with my methods, do it. We must press on, cat or no cat. The question remains, why abduct Kimahir?
Sherlock can ask bystanders about the evidence, press open the casebook, pin the evidence with, then speak to someone. Right now, with the calling card.
It appears that the saltpeter explosion rattled the locals. Can't blame them for staying at home. It's a large harbor. If our kidnapper is hiding here, finding him won't be easy. How can I help? I could try and flag someone down. If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie? If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
I don't particularly feel like a meat pie.
Do you know anything about this?
I think I can help you.
Man usually wanders close to the dockyard. Silver blaze. The best kitchen coal. Warm one's heart and home.
Are you able to help me?
It is a shame I can't answer your question.
Indoors.
Oh, hardly a reputable establishment.
I've seen
If
worse.
we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
Help! Dervish missing for a week. Please tell if you see him. Ask Daya at in Port Shantytown. Red rag over house entry. Will destroy pests of any kind and complexity. Accept payment cash only. Ask Gervin. Tickets to Oakmont, Massachusetts are still available. Caron will depart next Tuesday from Pier N2. Oakmont is where Sinking City takes place. Cigars worth a lady. Antoinette Moore. Exit. What?
Greetings, miss. I'm hoping you can help us.
We shall soon see.
I heard tell of a recent explosion in the port. What do you know of it?
Ah, yes. Something exploded in a ship's cargo hold. Caused a terrible blaze. The sky was red with smoke till morning.
Where precisely did it occur?
The ship sank near the third pier, next to the dockyard.
Observe. Pale, chapped lips. Belly a bit distended. Vomit stains, morning sickness. Knocked. Knock knock, who's there? It's you. Trousers a little too tight. Barmaid is in the early stages of pregnancy, hence a slight distended belly and hints of morning nausea. Chapped lips and a pale face indicate a lack of proper nutrition. However. Tries hiding her swollen belly by wearing trousers that are too tight for her. Barmaid is an early... Yeah, okay, good. She tries hiding her swollen belly by wearing trousers.
Your clothes are already tight and soon they won't fit at all. How far along you?
I thought I'd hidden it better. How did you know? Are you a doctor?
In a manner of speaking.
He's not. He merely has the ego of one. I apologize, miss. Mr. Holmes is fond of his observations, but I am the doctor here, not him. Do you need any help?
I'm fine, thank you. I would rather not discuss my condition, nor let word of it spread.
Fair? Yeah, sure.
My colleague and I are seeking a burly man, above average height, with workman's boots.
Half my customers, then. Your description hardly narrows things down.
Are you familiar with a Roy Soulsby?
Roy Soulsby? I know the name, He's not one of my regulars. My guess is that he works somewhere around here.
What do you know about this poster?
A foreign woman asked to put it up. She's plastered them all over the pool.
Any clues as to her whereabouts?
None. It was hard to understand what she was saying.
Okay. And this door, is this another exit? Or is this another... It is an exit.
Do you know anything about this?
I can't help you with this.
Hello, sir.
Help me, please.
It's a shame I can't answer your question.
Maybe I found the shantytown. Found a piggy. There. Red cloth above the house door.
Hello, lad. Is this where I may find Dea?
You read the poster? Yes? You know where my brother Girves is?
Sadly, no. Well, not yet. Where did you last see Girves?
Where'd you see him?
He worked at a, warehouse. This man, Roy Solby, gave him the job. He paid him a necklace.
Do you still have the necklace that Soulsby gave to Girves?
Girves left it near the, shrine. I tried to sell it to buy medicine, but no one wanted to buy.
Okay.
I want to speak to Dea. Is she around?
Amma, my mother, she got sick after the fire. Big red smoke. She couldn't breathe, so I took her to the doctor.
Smoke inhalation.
Now I am in charge.
How would you describe this Soulsby?
He was big and strong. He had a big scary eye.
Scary, you say?
Yes, like it was made of metal.
Don't go anywhere.
Ollie Boy's testimony.
I miss Girves. Do you think he's okay?
Necklace? Ah. Okay.
This cheap pendant looks like silver, but it's only made of tin. No surprise the boy couldn't sell it.
Is that gonna be a reoccurring symbol? Ammonite symbol? Because there was like a chalk game on the ground in the first area.
I should have helped Amma put out the posters. If she hadn't been in the smoke so long, maybe she wouldn't be sick. I'm sorry about my English. I try hard, but the rules don't make sense. It's stupid.
Yeah, true.
If I need to, I'll work to support my family. Just like my brother. Emma's gone and Girves too, so I will be staying here. Emma's gone and Girves too, so I will be staying here.
Okay. Hopefully we find his brother.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
No, but you look like one. Got him. Get bullied. Obstacle. Got the makings of like a old British hospital.
Do you know anything about this?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Into the shipyard? Dockyard? Dockyard. Looks like a dockyard. Tier 3.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I think I can help you.
Yay! People say that Mr. Soulsby may have gone to watch the ship that exploded yesterday near the third pier. At the third pier. Where is the explodey boy?
Excuse me, just one question.
No, sorry. I know nothing.
Not in the mood, mate. Shoo!
Pardon me, sir. I am looking for Roy.
Not again. Yes, I'm Roy. But I can't help you find your uncle or whoever you've lost.
Now, what makes you think I would inquire about missing people?
You are the fourth person to ask this week. Just because I work at the port doesn't mean I keep track of everyone who comes here.
You say we are not the first to ask you about a disappearance. Do you recall anything about those who came inquiring?
I only remember the foreign woman. I didn't catch her name, but those are her posters hanging up everywhere. She has badgered me twice now, and I still don't know nothing.
And this woman can be found?
No clue. She was talking gibberish.
May I ask what you're doing here?
This is where the ship sank the other day. I'm trying to work out how we'll remove it.
Now, where was I?
Observe! Any stamp ink stains? HM Cuss. 5'5" tall, average height. Waltham Hillside Pocket Watch, mint solid gold. No muscle tone, not brawny. Push blood around 5'5" and has an average build. His lack of muscle tone implies he is hardly strong. Mr. Soulsby does not seem look like Kimihia's abductor. Left palm bears several stamp ink stains. Some letters remain visible. HN plus. Apparently, Mr. Soulsby is a customs officer. He holds a brand new Waltham Hillside watch in his pocket. He can never afford such a thing. He may have stolen it. Corrupt officer.
Can't help you there, mate.
I have been told that you hired Dea's son, Girves, right before he vanished. His brother also said you had a metal eye. What do you make of this?
Tell that him to stop making things up. Can't help you there, mate.
Have you seen this before?
My card? Where did you dig that up?
At a crime scene near Baker Street involving a young servant's kidnapping, I might add.
No. Someone used it without my consent. How else would it end up there?
Good question.
That boat explosion stopped most traffic coming into the port. Guess I'll be without work for a while.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
Ooh, I need someone else. None of them. I need to find her. Actually, can I pin some different evidence for that?
Is this familiar to you?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Are you able to help me?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Help me, please.
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
Guessing she's not around this area.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Bar of Gibraltar is seeking carpenter and able seaman. Write to Captain Ahmed. Leadenhall Street Post Office. Strong men needed for honest work. Apply details to the pub any Wednesday. Ooh, I can't look at the bottom one.
May I ask you something?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, sorry, I know nothing.
Yeah, I found him, but like, he didn't have anything particularly helpful.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
Have you ever heard of a man with a metallic eye?
I've seen him even. Dirty Summers is the name. A nasty lout, with a silver ball in place of a missing eye.
Audio go somewhere? Where is Summers?
I shudder to ask, but where does one find a dirty Summers?
He likely signed on with a ship. I am not one to spy on others, let alone him.
I see.
My advice, keep away from him.
All right. Dirty Summers is the abductor. Dirty Summers is Kimihia's abductor. It seems that Roy Soulsby could be Summers' accomplice. So go back to the dockyard. Be like, hey, tell me about Dirty Summers. Oh, I'm Dirty Dan.
What are you gawping at?
Mr. Soulsby, you know more than you're letting on.
What makes you say that?
A man named Dirty Summers was involved in some recent kidnappings across London. He used your name as a cover for his deeds.
What? Really? That doesn't mean I'm involved, though.
Your calling card was found at the crime scene. That's enough to make you a suspect.
You cannot be serious. This proves nothing. Sorry, you lost me there.
Mr. Soulsby, you know more than you're letting on.
What makes you say that? And how do I fit in all this? Sorry, you lost me there.
Mr. Soulsby, you know more than you're letting...
Okay, so...
And how do I fit in all this? Sorry, you lost me there.
Mr. Soulsby, you know more than you're letting on.
And how do I fit in all this?
How did that not work?
Sorry,
I've
you
used
lost
that one
me
already.
there.
Mr. Soulsby, you know more than you're let...
The correct order?
A man named Dirty Summers was involved in some recent kidnappings across London. He used... Your calling card was found at the crime scene. That's enough to make you a suspect.
You cannot...
It's true. And that's before mentioning your gold watch. It's brand new and awfully expensive for a customs officer. Clearly you have found yourself another source of income. I'm sure Scotland Yard will be delighted to investigate further.
All right, stop. Look, it's not as it seems. I did not partake in the kidnappings.
I'm all ears, Mr. Soulsby.
Yes, I know Summers. He paid me to turn a blind eye to his business in the warehouse area. Just that, on my word.
You did not tell me which warehouse he used?
I do not recall, but I used red paint to mark unsupervised warehouses. Ought to be one of them.
What else can you say of Summers?
He's a regular at the Cursed Mermaid. Goes there with his crew almost every evening.
What for?
I don't know. I assumed just for a drink.
Echoing. Did I fix this? Did I fix this? If it was echoing that entire time and it was like my fault? First Mermaid, is that the regular bar where lady is? Sounds like I might have fixed the echo. Why was my switch not echoing? Literally set up the exact same way. Oh, warehouses. Business in a warehouse marked with red paint. This is marked with red paint.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Yeah.
Excuse me, just one question.
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
First Mermaid. That one, also marked with red paint. It won't let me in the door.
Help me, please.
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
Where be the cursed mermaid? that the name of this one? Where is it? Talk to her again.
Why do I have the feeling that you know more about dirty summers than you're letting on?
I have nothing more to add, sir. I failed to follow. Are you finished? I have glasses to wash.
Why do I have the feeling that you know more about dirty summers than you're...
I failed to follow. Are you finished? I have glasses to wash.
Why do I have the feeling
Might not
that
have
you know
the
more
evidence I
about
need.
dirty summers than...
I failed to follow. Are you finished? I have glasses to wash.
Why do I have the feeling that you know more about dirty summers than you're let...
I failed to follow. Are you finished? I have glasses to wash.
We must go.
Oh, no. No chance of a pint, then. If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
This is the warehouse district, right?
May I ask for your assistance?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Excuse me, just one question.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Nothing here. Can't do anything with this.
Help me, please.
It's a shame I can't answer your question.
Where? Out of the... recall which one. Yeah, it's not letting me do anything there. A way to sneak around back?
The planks were broken with force. Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Planks were broken with force, I'll just say.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Would love just have a little bit more go on.
May I ask for your assistance?
Ugh, I'm sorry, but I don't know anything.
Oof. Tell me more.
Wonder why people are going missing. Puts a man on edge, you know. I could do with a pint of the Cursed Mermaid. But the thought of walking in this fog. I need a little Dutch courage to walk in this fog. But I'd have to walk through the fog to get to the pub. That's just cruel, that is. I need a little Dutch courage to walk in this fog. But I'd have to walk through the fog to get to the pub. That's just cruel, that is.
I must have to go to the pub. Wiki.
May I ask you something?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
do I have the feeling that you know more about dirty summers than you're letting on?
I failed to follow. Are you finished? I have glasses.
Why do I have the feeling that you know more about dirty summers than you're
I failed to follow.
Yeah, I'm
Are
not...
you finished? I have glasses.
Why do I have the feeling that you know more about dirty summers than you're letting... Enough. I have hard evidence that Summers was involved in recent kidnappings across London.
I'm not surprised.
Got that?
So what?
A customs officer, Roy Soulsby, testified that Summers was a regular here. You must know something about his business.
The first one, though.
All I know is his drinks order.
If the lives of the missing do not concern you, then I would urge you to think about your unborn child.
Are you threatening me?
Nothing of the sort, but that doesn't mean that there won't be consequences for your silence. Everyone knows you happily served Summers and his crew. Should the police come knocking, you'll be the one going away. And none of us wish to see you raise a child behind bars. Now, spare yourself the trouble and tell me all you know.
Okay.
Daughter.
Summers hired my private room. I think he used it to recruit people, but I haven't seen him in a few days. He paid me cash, so I paid him no attention. Nor did I touch anything inside. Here's the key. Go and do what you will. Just leave me out of it.
Okay.
The hairs on the back of my neck stood up.
Another creepy art. Strongmen needed for moving crates in warehouse area. The Parker and Williams Co. Manchester invoice number 012P, date 20th of September 1882, sold to Oscar Summers, cargo, high quality sailcloth packed in wooden crates, quantity 50 crates, total 50 pounds.
£5. That won't go far.
The job is to move crates in the warehouse area. Dirty Summers hires men in the pub's private room. Fresh scratches, deeply carved.
Strange symbols. I don't recognize them.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
Knows nothing but the recent disappearances. Mr. Soulsby admits dirty same thing as.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
Did that help me? Warehouse holding sales. Dirty Summers has hired men for warehouse work specifically to carry crates of sailcloth. The abductees could still be inside the warehouse, which should be marked with red paint.
Doesn't look like anything to me. Doesn't look like anything to me.
What did you see of Summer's work here? He was recruiting people?
It was like the whole world came through my door. People of all creeds and colours, but always strong, always tall. They seem like workers or journeymen. Beyond that, there's not much more to tell. I took his money and let him be.
And this lasted how long?
Several weeks, I wager.
Okay. Back to the other district again. Once I finish this specific investigation, I'm gonna be done for the night. Gotta go get some dinner. Maybe read. Reading a book called The Madness in Manhattan Mine. Also Lovecraftian, or cosmic at least. I don't know if it's Lovecraftian. Cosmic horror. Horror. Okay. What am I supposed to be doing here? Oh. That up a little bit, a lot of it, and then a little lot of it. Need to go up one more dingle. Gotcha. Okay. It'd be cool if there was, like, tutorials.
Really, Holmes, this ought to be beneath you.
As my brother would say, it is for the greater good.
Greater good.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
Boom, boom.
Good quality, but torn in many spots.
Stained?
Mold. That's why you don't leave sailcloth lying out.
Dried mud. Port of London soil?
The scratches are fresh, left by something metallic.
Someone prying open the window? Pry bar.
There are a couple of marks on this end.
Big breakthrough.
This crank saw some use.
If we stay out
I thought
much
that was a
longer, I'm
thing,
going to
and
need
not
some supper.
thing.
Do you feel like a meat pie?
I feel like a meat pie. Oh, why don't?
The layers of rust will prevent any movement. It's stuck. No one's used it in a very long time.
This one has been.
Well oiled and well maintained.
That's what the crank is for.
Fit for a crank.
Okay. Have to grab the crank. Is there a secret underground thing?
A hidden passage. Just as I expected.
As I expected. Look at the map. So, this investigation does not seem to be done.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
What the? Keep clicking on a thing that says The Awakened, keep switching to saying, a Cthulhu game? I wanted to make sure I wasn't miss anything here, but it's not telling me how I should know if these are done. I'm gonna go through the door.
Wait here, Watson, and keep an eye on the doors. I'll scout the premises.
Will do. Be careful down there.
Guess this is still technically part of the investigation. Oh, that was weird.
Wait. What's happening?
Brain. His big stinky brain. Oh. Am I in Elia?
What is this place? Where am I?
Elia? This is cool. Holy crap.
Strangely cold. Something is missing. Strangely cold. Something is missing. This cannot have been under the port of London all along. Is it an illusion?
Only way forward is this.
Only way forward is the abyss.
Now what that means?
Phew, I didn't die. It is icy cold and pulsating.
Stone. Stone that was missing. Okay, cool. Wait.
My heart, be calm.
I didn't equip this outfit, did I? Short stride blueprint. Yarnak Kadishtu. I get it. I don't know what Kiarnak Ishtu. No running.
Somewhere else. How? It's harder to breathe here.
You're glooping. Lighthouse. Always a lighthouse. Okay. Oh, hello.
It's like it stares right through me.
this do anything for me? Let's try it. Is that a death? More up. Hello. Stepped on the Cthulhu face.
It's like it stares right through me.
Okay, how do I open?
It's like it stares right through me. Head is already spinning. When will this end?
Knew there was gonna be a have to walk backwards segment. Hey, before I go in there, missing 2 pieces.
There are 2 recesses.
Need distinguishing things between these doors. All appear to be the same door.
On my head. What just happened?
Not that one. Size 9, clear edge. Bugnach, Bach, A. Yeah.
Oh, that is truly revolting. Frozen and pulsing, almost like it has a heart.
Gonna be a idiot thing to see on the floor. I never knew how to pronounce that one. Blui Napf.
What kind of trickery is this?
Do I have to insert one first?
One down, one to go. the stench. A strange stone. It almost feels alive.
Okay. The door didn't open, it just moved away.
Did I get out? John?
What is it, Holmes?
Right into it, then?
Watson? Holmes, where are you?
Alchemical symbols.
Holmes? Holmes? Are you alright?
Done a little bit
Fine.
bananas.
Watson, I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Fine? By Jove, you should have heard the way you called out my name.
It was just a game of shadows.
I'm glad. This place gives me the chills. What are we dealing with?
Old?
Something that's finally interesting.
Illuminate something with your lantern, use L2. The nails, dried mud crumbs.
His abdomen is severely bloated.
Prego. Needle prick. Gotta make fun of him.
Cyanosis of the lips, marks on the neck. This man was strangled.
Ooh. We are in the investigation zone. Little dingly. United States of America.
An American passport. Amos Colby. Someone got their hands dirty painting this with blood.
Given name Amos, surname Colby, hair color red, eye color brown, date and place of birth 4/20, 1852 in Boston, Massachusetts, date of entry into country September 2nd or 22nd, 1882. Back of the passport features a bloody drawing. It vaguely depicts a sea creature, perhaps an octopus. Northwood Agency, any manner of discreet investigations. You, we shall search the world. 154 Pennsylvania Lane, Boston, Massachusetts. Ritual knife.
I've never seen a pattern like this before.
A cool knife.
Old blood stains.
Links?
At least 24 pendants, all identical and made of tin.
Okay.
This box contained a narcotic substance, much like the one in Kimihia's brazier. Black Edelweiss Institute, established 17-something. It seems made for simple experiments. I wager they could not afford a better set.
I hope we are close to finding our answers. This place is unsettling. I told you that black cat was a bad omen. We shouldn't be here. Seems like we're alone, but don't wander off. The more I try to understand, the more it frightens me, Holmes.
Yeah, it's how this shit works.
The more I try to understand, the more it frightens me, Holmes.
What on earth? It looks like the scribbling of madmen. Oh, potent. This sensor has more narcotic residues.
Aha.
A small bloodstain, but not serious. The strength it would take to carry this crate, let alone break it.
Patches. Bloodstains. Torn fingernails.
Deep scratches left in a frenzy. Oh, potent. This sensor has more narcotic residues. Miserable food, mass-produced.
Crab cakes.
These clothes are missing buttons. They were forcefully removed. Dumpra, a staple of lecturemen's attire in Nepal. Gathered from dozens of people, at the very least. I must have seen this one before. That explains my hallucinations.
Hallucinations? Ah.
Who are these people?
That girl's eyes are... Their eyes are all way too wide open. These all like game developers? I'm gonna guess they're game developers. Always nice to have a little Easter egg for them. I'm gonna go with that one. With that one, because we know he was strangled. One is clawing their way when they're inside. That. Dead bodies from?
Holmes, are you sure you've left no stone unturned?
Oh. I mean, matter of fact, I did something. Not gonna comment on this? Oh, it does let me investigate it.
Did you hear that, Watson?
I hear you.
Kianak, Flegethor, Lebumna, Siaha, Inguft. Finglui, Maglanafa, Cthulhu, Rilia, Waganagal, Fatagan.
What on earth?
How is that possible?
Cassidy killed the cat. Oh. Mud. Original? Right?
Someone used mud to draw a cross in a rectangle. Why?
What? And hair?
These clothes were crudely cut off someone. An American, judging by the style.
The dead guy?
Fine rope work. Cut by a finer blade.
We're gonna go with this one.
Many people were brought to this place. Their abductors stripped off their clothes and discarded them in a pile. The prisoners were kept in a soporific trance by the use of narcotics. A few tried to resist, but alas, in vain. After a few days, everyone was stuffed in a crate and sent elsewhere. Only one captive was left behind. He was strangled to death on this altar.
What the hell is happening, Holmes?
Thought my face was gone.
Calm yourself.
Just went to get rid of my face, and turns out I forgot to bring it back, so.
What is it?
Hills?
Oh my God. Please tell me we found all we needed to, Holmes.
I think we found a bit more than that.
Yet we have no clue as to where those people have been taken.
And that's where you're wrong, Watson. We have more than enough. I just need to connect the dots. How about you pack your suitcase in the meantime, my dear fellow? Just in case.
It's hard to know how much to pack. I might bring a spare notebook just in case. Please tell me we're going somewhere warm, or at the very least dry. I'll ask Mrs. Hudson to watch the place while we're gone. I wish you hadn't eaten my supper, Holmes. What a day. I wish you hadn't eaten my supper, Holmes. What a day.
Who is the dead man on the other? Is he really an unknown man? He had his, like, passport there? Oh, the advertisement. Okay, for the whatever detective agency or whatever it was. Are they going to Boston? The man in the altar was a private detective from the Northwood Agency in Boston. Mr. Colby may have been investigating the disappearance before getting caught and killed by the perpetrators. Where have the abducted been sent to? Inbox with Edelweiss. Gonna be the hiring notice. Oh, okay. Black Edelweiss Institute, Switzerland. The abductees are headed for the Black Edelweiss Institute, established in the 1700s. It lies somewhere in Switzerland. Key information in your case can be found in the archives open Facebook. Highlight evidence. Open book. Press triangle to start your research. Archives. Abductees are headed for the date of establishment. Hundreds. Location is Europe. Activity. Listen. Type of organization. I'm gonna guess private facility. We don't know. Established in 1789 by Professor Keller, the institute specializes in mental illness and addiction. It is currently headed by Professor Gygax.
Dr. Watson, how does a trip to Switzerland sound to you?
It sounds unexpected. What makes you think we should head there?
It's all about the box with narcotics and Mr. Colby's clue, the cross inside a rectangle. Put two and two together, add a dash of research, and what do you get? The Black Edelweiss Institute in Interlaken, Switzerland. If we hurry, we can still catch tonight's train.
This person. These days, face back. Glasses aren't meant to be there.
As grateful as I have been for your company, Dr. Watson, I'm afraid you shall have to investigate Edelweiss alone.
Hello? Mr. Holmes, I fear you overestimate my abilities.
Nonsense. You are a military man, a bastion of British courage.
I'm no such thing. As a doctor, I avoided most combat, save for one dreadful day. My troop was ambushed in a village with innocents caught in the crossfire. Too many to help.
The man with the rosary. He was one of them?
A translator, yes. We were trapped. 6 soldiers and myself. I thought it was the end. But Lieutenant Paget refused to go quietly. The men prepared for a final stand. I rose to follow, but Paget shook his head. He told me to run. That I had other men to save. They charged, and I fled through the rear.
Nose hairs.
So you see, Mr. Holmes, I am a coward.
The logic seems inescapable.
Yes.
You, a surgeon by trade, would have been perfectly useless in that conflict.
What? Oh.
And how many men have you helped since? Ailments eased, troubles tended?
No more than a handful. Truth be told, I have become somewhat of a recluse.
How many people could you help with 30 years ahead of you? Dozens? Hundreds? Hatchet was correct. You can cease your self-recrimination.
Holmes, I don't know what to say.
I would start with, I am Dr. John Watson, may I look around?
I'm Dr. John Watson. Around? Police Alps?
The Edelweiss staff will doubtless be eager to show off their facility to a fellow physician. I have already taken the liberty of sending a letter on your behalf to request a visit.
And what of you?
I shall be pursuing other avenues. Should you see anything troublesome or improper, simply notify the local authorities. Otherwise, try a little analysis yourself. You know my methods. Apply them.
Spidey webs. Spidey Mammon? See. Chapter 3, Mountains of Madness. Those are in Antarctica. Edelweiss Institute. Another Lovecraft story. It's from the Mountains of Madness. Okay. Good. Not great. Save. The bonus stuff. Yeah. Oh, okay, so it automatically unlocks. Oh, okay, okay. Building the Sherlock Holmes legend one word at a time. I see. 1,500 total. Those are like investigation points or something? Yeah, cool. Menu. Alright. This game is fun. A little stressful. I wish it, not stressful. A little unintuitive would be more accurate. Wish it gave you some tutorials or wanted you. But otherwise, pretty cool so far. I'm liking it. Don't think it's super long. Be cool. Between 9 and 11 hours. And I'm at a little over 3, so maybe I'll finish this tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Nice night. Go read or watch something spooky. Do it, do it, do it. Bye.